It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The opening tip to the home side. Pelicans with it first in New Orleans. Ball to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Holiday to Favors. And Adams able to clear the board. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Pelicans basketball. Drew Holiday matched up with Steven Adams. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Paul across the timeline. Leads a bucket. Offensive board. Derek Favors with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lonzo with it. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks down the first. Second and 3. Got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Holiday. Ingram's shot won't go. Here comes the screen. To Ball. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Trey Lyles at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. It's Pelicans ball to Holiday. Favors. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. First couple didn't go. That one is true. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Ball. To Holiday. Scores from the post.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
The Thunder have the possession. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2-4 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ball into the front court, trailing by 10. To Holiday. Here comes the screen to Holiday. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Holiday controls the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Ball to Holiday. Trey Lyles pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Gets it in the left corner. Paul down to Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Holiday. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ball to Holiday. And the Thunder with the rebound. To Paul. Trying to cash in. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's now 4 for 6.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Time to shuffle things up. Ball. To Holiday. Down to 5 on the 24. To Ball. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
You've got to get that one to go. To Holiday. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Holiday. To Young. Trey Lyles rejects it. Great feed. Sets.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Thaddeus Young missed his first. That one goes.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here comes the screen. Paul. Okafor with the rebound. Lonzo Ball against Chris Paul. To Holiday. To Ball. And scores on the step back. Unguardable J.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Now Paul with the basketball. Lead is 12. Down low Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. New Orleans will take it up. Young. Down low to Okafor. Off the assist.
You have to understand something. If you want to win this game, there should be one rule and one rule only. You never give up easy buckets, even if you have to give a hard foul. Make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Thanks go to those who have already participated in this.
Paul. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. To Josh Hart. Curling inside. Patrick Patterson able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Paul with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Hart guarded by Patterson. To Young. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound comes to OKC. To Adams. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Holiday. And the rebound taken in by Adams. To Paul. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Hart to Young. Shot from the lane won't go. Paul into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. JaMychal Green swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Finish that.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Patrick Patterson snatching it out of the air. JaMychal Green defended by Steven Adams. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. A shot by Green, no good. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Thunder in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things.
We know what's coming. Substitutions. Oklahoma City. Entering the game for the Pelicans. Number 15, Brandon Ingram.
Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Has a chance. Lyle's shot, he missed it.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To Josh Hart. Five on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It goes down.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
For three. Off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa! What a finish!
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
OKC ball. Here comes the screen. To Favors. Oh, ferocious slam inside. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Hart. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Pelicans have the basketball. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
4-3. Favors with the rebound.
Pelicans foul to number 10.
OKC now with 4 to shoot. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Short jumper off the mark. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
New Orleans has it. Hart. Ingram against the elite defender Robertson. Trying to cash in. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Josh Hart. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Gets a look. Can't hit. to Favors. Hart. Now Ingram down low. Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Entering the game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 12, Steven Adams.
Oklahoma City ball. The shot denied by Okafor.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Ball with the basketball. His guys down big. To Holiday. And it's rebounded by Adams. To Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. He's now 4 for 6.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Here comes the screen. Lonzo Ball matched up with Steven Adams. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
From the painted area, won't go down. Ball with it up top. Down a bundle. Holiday. Shot by Ball, no good. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Thunder with the basketball. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he misses that one free throw. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Drew Holiday at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Probing the defense. To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul across the timeline. His guys up by 15. To Adams. Goes to the right side. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 3. First foul.
Lonzo Ball Couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Paul into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Lonzo Ball, guarded by CP3. To Holiday. Trey Lyles tips it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Ball. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Adams. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Steven Adams. He's got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First one, count it.
Good shot, man.
Goes 2 for 2. Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. To Holiday. Ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Drew Holiday trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half, and a nice cushion for the Thunder.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Thunder have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pelicans would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrapped, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
Great effort makes for great highlights. These guys are playing a relentless style of basketball that really suits them.
Player of the half.
I like this choice. because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Thunder with the basketball. To Paul. Scores from the post.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Gets it in the right corner. Holiday to Ball. Fine to shoot. Ball knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Lonzo Ball with the chance at a 4-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw try off the mark. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Surveys the floor. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Holiday in possession. The deficit now up to a dozen. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Derek Favors sends it away. Holiday controls the basketball. Down a dozen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here comes the screen. Paul to Adams. The pass set it all up.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Drew Holiday, defended by Steven Adams. Oh, he had it. To Paul. From long range. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Holiday to Ball. Not that time. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Paul. Curling inside. And a finish at the rim. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Oklahoma City's got it. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Holiday. And a nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Paul. Now Adams down low. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Steven Adams at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. New Orleans going to take it up. Ball to Holiday. Ball to Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now Paul with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Short jumper off the mark. To Holiday. Ball to Holiday. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. There you go. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Ball into the front court. His guys down 11. To Holiday. Ball. Can't connect from in close. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball brings the rock up court. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday picked up by Adams. To Ball. And he hits.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Ball with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
The Thunder will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Paul. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 55.
The Thunder have the possession. Paul. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. To Paul. Fires the three. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
Number 8.
Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Pelicans basketball. Holiday to Young. Takes stock of the floor. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Terrence Ross. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 54. Patrick Patterson.
Holiday at possession. Down 12. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Short jumper misses.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Paul into the front court. Lead stands at 10. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Hart. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Hart guarded by CP3. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Young. Thaddeus Young. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Paul. Fires the three. Well defended. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
OKC ball. Paul. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Chance for Paul. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Paul across the timeline. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Steven Adams, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. It's Pelicans ball.
Subbing in for the Thunder, number 30.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That ends the third quarter. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Ball with it up top. The margin standing.
We got this. Let's go.
Entering the game for Oklahoma City, number 12, Steven Adams. Entering the game for the New Orleans Pelicans, number
Holiday. Not that time. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Terrence Ross at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. New Orleans will take it up. Hart defended by Steven Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. Hart to Holiday. Shot clock winding down. Holiday. It's good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul into the front court. His guys up by 15. To Adams. Nice pass to set things up.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Hart to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Oklahoma City ball. To Paul. Almost, but no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Adams. Had a chance, but it's no good. Young. To Josh Hart. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. To Paul. Down to Adams. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Has a chance. Thaddeus Young. He's now 4 for 6.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Thunder with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adams. Swings it. Beyond the arc for 3. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throws good. A three-point play. And the lead back down to 12. Won't go down. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Drew Holiday picked up by Adams. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Holiday. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Thunder with the basketball. Paul. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Holiday to Young. Hart to Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. To Adams. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. No, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
3-second count. Straight on three. At the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder won this game after a close finish. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pelicans lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the New Orleans Pelicans. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.